As always, I am Mel, and here to talk to you today about the GFS Brownie Classic. That should pop up on your screen right now. What it is, you know me, if you've watched this channel at all, you know I have an affinity. I like Marshalls in a box. I like Plexi pedals, you know, trying to get that tone. The Brownie Classic, it's really good. I've been very happy with GFS lately. Now that I've had some time to really get into the pedal, I'm digging on it. It's like some really good tones, and some good settings for a lot of different use. But above all, you know, you get somewhere in that 59, you know, tone or something like that. You know, there's some room for some other stuff in there, and we'll get to that. But yeah, so again, let's check her out. So what you have with the Brownie Classic, I think they describe it on the website as getting a real tube amp feel and like something about girth and promises from other pedals and stuff like that. I find that it's got every Marshall in a box tone that I want. So I generally play it on the comp, and what comp is, you see down here you have comp, power, and open. Alright, I play on the comp. What comp is supposed to be a more compressed lead sound with mid-range scoop. So like a JCM 800, like with some mods and stuff like that. That's what they're trying to claim. It's a pretty good tone. I gotta say I use it a lot because it does have a very compressed and saturated gain type, but still with that vintage kind of tone. So let me show you what I mean. This is my clean sound here, and this is with the Brownie Classic in comp mode with the settings as you see. You know, pretty saturated, gainy tone, very much that that 80s kind of punchy, you know, done up Marshall tone. Now, I'm not trying to say that, oh, that sounds exactly like a 1985 Marshall, you know, 59 or something like that. That's not my point. What I'm saying is you get those ranges, you get those dynamic ranges, you get that kind of overdone, saturated harmonic tone from it, and it's a good, it's a good pedal. Now, if you're looking for more of your, glowing tube, your hot plexi sound, just regular, straight up plexi, you would go into the power mode. Now, what you're going to notice here is that when I switch down from comp to power, you'll see that the compression, it loses a lot of the compression. It gives it that open airiness that you actually get from a straight up plexi, but what you get with that also is a large amount of volume. So I think you'll be able to perceive that volume jump, but let's show you what I'm talking about here. So here it is in comp. Okay, so that's what you're getting in power mode. That the decibels come flying up. It gets a lot louder. Sorry, when I first switched it, I'm reaching down past the camera. So when I first switched it, I put it all the way down to open, which is what we're going to do next. And open is it's kind of a crunchier plexi. I'd say it was more of a modded plexi tone. Modded in such a way like you're hitting it with really hot tubes, maybe even changing out valves in the power section, like that kind of mods. You know what I mean? It's something in the dynamic range that is different, and that's one of the things I like about this pedal is that. So, go back and watch my pedal board video, and you'll see that I have a large amount of different drive pedals. I like drive pedals a lot, and my choice when it comes to drive pedals tends to be a plexi style pedal. Now, I have made no qualms in admitting that my number one is my SL Drive from Exotic, but I will say this Brownie gets really close to those tones, but what it doesn't have, what it doesn't make up for in those tones is it has a lot of. So what my Brownie has over the SL Drive is variety. There's a lot more, I feel like, that you can do just having those three different stages, and each one being, adjustable with the tone and the gain, with its own, basically, its own EQ. And it's great. So I'm going to go from the power section, which is where I am right now, into open. All right, and I'll show you the difference here. And that's open now. So on my board in my house, when I'm sitting here and I'm playing relatively quietly in the studio, okay, the comp mode is where it's at for me. The power mode, I feel like the power mode works really well when you got the headroom on your amp opened up, and what have you. But when you're in the house, the comp mode seems to be really good. Gives you that saturation at lower levels. But that open, that gives me the plexi tone that I'm looking for. The reason I have you know, a Plexi, and the reason I have the SL drive, you know, the reason I bought this pedal, you know, is for that section. Man, does that thing rip like a rotted Plexi. I can't say enough about it. So there you go. That's the GFS Brownie. I really dig the pedal. I think it's good. It's not, I would say, you know, and I'd like to think that I've played a lot of affordable and high-end Plexi pedals. I would say that the thing that's keeping it from being the number one or number two, I mean, because it's up there, you know, but the thing that's keeping it from getting there for me is the lack of level when you go from comp mode to power mode to open. That decibel jump, if there was a way that they could come through and make it so when I'm switching, because what happens is, obviously I'm playing, I want this tone, you know what I mean, I want this nice 59 Plexi tone, you know what I mean, and then I'm like, alright, well, I want to go to a really beefed up JCM tone, and then all of a sudden I lose half of my volume. So GFS, if you're checking it out, if there's any way that you can do that, and I ask you this because I know nothing about building pedals. I build the heck out of a guitar, but no, I didn't build this one. This is my Harley Benton Hollow Body. This guitar is a beast. Anybody that says you can't play heavy music on a hollow body is silly. But yeah, all in all, if I'm doing the 1 to 10 bit, gets a hard 8 for me. You know, it's a good pedal. I think, that one thing with the levels being different is completely made up for in the fact that you get so much variant in tone out of it. You know, good tone, all of it. You know, it doesn't clean up overly well, but at the same time, I got stuff to make my clean sound. So I'm not trying to get my clean sound from a dirt pedal. You know, I want that thing to do what it does. That's why I have 3 patches for distortion and overdrives, Plexi pedals, and 2 of them have 2 pedals each on it. You know what I mean? It's something that I dig on. So, but yeah, I mean, just because I was honest, GFS doesn't mean I don't love the pedal. I do. It's great. But yeah, if we could find some way to get that volume, because it's so drastic. You know, it's like turning on a boost pedal, like turning on my Spark. You know, but I mean, tone-wise, incredible pedal. It's great. So, again, thanks for watching Gear and Guitars with Mel. And I think I'm going to go through a few more of my favorite pedals. We're going to do some pedal videos. I've been getting on the board lately, and man, I love my pedal board. You guys have a great one. Thanks for watching. Share me with your friends. Ooh, that didn't sound great. You know what I mean. Thanks, guys.